friends, welcome to a vlog. I have been crafting and doing some crochet stuff this morning, mostly like doing like tapestry work, like how to finish your tapestries once they're already done. I've been putting felt on the back, like gluing felt on the back, and then I'm gonna have to put them all on dowels. Behind me I have these tapestries. You can see they're blocking down there, and they're drying right now, and I'm about to take down the ghost one and put some felt on the back of that one. So that's the plan. And then once I get the felt on the back, I go through and I sew the felt onto the back, and then I put the dowel on. So that's the plan. And then yeah, what else am I going to do this week? I don't know, but I do have a market on Sunday, so I'm just gonna try and get ready for that, which I already have a lot of like stock for, so I'm happy I don't need to make anything new, but I just need to get all these random bits in order. So I'm currently working on this one now. Ooh, this one's so pretty. The pattern is called The Portal to the Unknown, and it came in my spooky tapestry crochet book. Yeah, and I'm currently putting the back on. I glued this one on the other day. You can't see anything because it's all black, but I glued this on the other day, and I am now going around and sewing it down with some black yarn and a needle. And I've gone around like this much now. And the reason I do this is because to kind of like secure it, obviously, but like I glue it down first so it's mostly glued down, and then I sew it on so it's actually secured. But the reason I do both is because like it's hard to sew on unless it's glued on. So I just glue it on and then I sew it on, so it's doubly secured. And the tacky glue dries soft. If you do it with Elmer's glue, it will dry hard, which I think it's fun too. It kind of makes your like piece a little bit stiff, but keep that in mind. You can do this with tacky glue or Elmer's glue, and it'll just be hard if you do it with Elmer's glue. Yeah, so I'm just going around this, but I wanted to check in because I don't know my plan for the next few weeks with YouTube. It's like a big time in YouTube for me, or big time in YouTube because it's like Thanksgiving and Christmas is coming up. And I have no plan. Like I had a plan months ago in like September. I wanted to do Vlogmas because I love Vlogmas, where I would make a vlog. I did it every other day last year. But I don't have the capacity to do that this year because I'm going on a small vacation soonish during Vlogmas, and I'm also I can't craft very fast, so I don't have much content or ideas. And like I'm not making Christmas gifts. Like I might do a few Christmas things, so I don't know. All that to say is I'm still going to be making videos, and like I have a felt ornament I want to make, and like Christmas hat I want to make. Like I have some Christmas ideas, but I don't want to do Vlogmas. I don't know, and I don't have like a content schedule in mind. So all that to say is let me know if you have ideas for me. I want to do something, like I want to vlog stuff, but I feel like it's hard to like make videos when I'm not crafting as much. So let me know if you have ideas. Guess what happened? It is the Tuesday before Thanksgiving break, and I got my meetings canceled. So I work from home and I have like 2 more meetings for the day, and they just magically both got canceled right in front of my eyes. So it's like truly reminds me of when you're in school and like the day before a holiday, like no one does anything. That's the vibe I'm feeling. Like I'm still gonna do stuff at work, but I feel like happy because all like my meetings got canceled. It's sort of like a, I don't know, just fun. Yeah, so I went to Michael's this morning and Caribou because I was like, it was so foggy outside and I wanted to get out of the house because like when I work from home, let me know if any of you guys work from home. I love it. I'm very, very, very thankful. But I get a little stir crazy at times because sometimes I like don't leave my home for like days, which is fine. I love being at home. But yeah, I like to get out and just go get a coffee sometimes to just get out of the house. And so I did that this morning. And I also went to Michael's and I got some stickers. Do I need stickers? No. I got them though. I got an iced Americano this morning. It's just okay. They put a little bit too much cream in it or something because it doesn't taste quite right, but I'm still pretty good. It was so foggy this morning. It's like 45 degrees Fahrenheit and foggy, and winter weather is coming my way. It's supposed to snow 10 inches tomorrow. Although I don't know if I believe it, because every time I check, it's a different amount of snow. So we'll see. I think it's gonna snow. Hopefully it'll snow. It'll be the first snow of the season, which is crazy because usually it snows before Halloween. Here's the stickers I got. I didn't need this stuff. I'm gonna be really real with you. I got these wave stickers and these island stickers. Took me way longer than I'm willing to admit to pick out these stickers, but they're island vibes. And then I got this washi tape. I really like this color washi tape. I was looking at it on the Michael's website last night. The reason I got these is because I'm planning on making a travel journal because I'm traveling and I'm going on like a vacation for first time in a really long time, like a vacation. Like I've been to Hawaii before but it was for like a work conference, which was still like I got to vacation, but it wasn't vacation. And I've also never gone on vacation with my partner. The only time we've ever gone anywhere together is when we came to the Twin Cities to visit to see if we wanted to move here, which was like a really fun time, very romantic, very fun. But I've never gone on a trip with him, and so I'm really excited to go to a tropical place. Okay, so I have these 2 notebooks or these 2 like journals from my mom. That is the one she gave me for my birthday. This one is very special to me. It includes like ephemera from my childhood. So this is like this is a silhouette of me from when I was a kid, which is very special to me. 2004. Yeah, and so like she makes these books and they're just full of fun and things that are special to me. So I really love these books. Oh my gosh. That's me. I have some headphones in and a fanny pack, and it says Beauty and Grace. Thank you, Mom, for putting that on this. So embarrassing. So yeah, this is a book she made, and the reason I'm sharing these with you is because in this one, which this one's narwhal themed, how iconic is that? I think she put everything she has narwhal themed in this book in her house. How pretty these pages are, and they're like so textured. But yeah, the reason I got this out is because this one, inside of it, is a notebook. Here it is. Here's a notebook. So this is a notebook within a notebook. And I was like, yes, this is what I can use for my travel journal. Because I really didn't want to go buy another journal when I know I have one somewhere in my house. And I finally found one that's small enough, compact enough to take on a trip. So yeah, that's my little spiel. Don't you love my mom's journals? Yes, I love them. So thank you, Mom. Love my journals. Okay, so I have this box full of little magazine clippings like that I've taken that I made for making collages, and I have a bunch of clippings in here as well. And I'm gonna go through this and try and make some like homemade stickers, see if I can find some like tropical fruits and trees and stuff like that. So let's see what I can find.
A turkey in a Christmas hat.
Oh, that's kind of, well, doesn't feel necessary, but also kind of cute.
Right, you're still rushing a holiday, but you're doing it in style, so you won.
All right, so I ended up picking out a few pieces. I had to do some research on like what was local. Avocados, bananas, I think oranges were. I need to double check oranges actually. Tomatoes are, and then pigs. I thought that this would be good, like cute, like if I get a receipt or something from a pork place to put a little pig in. And then up here I have just some quilt patterns. I have no idea where these like patterns originate from, but they're colorful, so I think that they'll make for good backgrounds. These are some animals, shells, some cactus, and some, I think these are hibiscus type plants, but again, I don't know. I'm just trying to guess. I had to do some like Googling. So I actually have 4 washi tapes. I got like 2 packs earlier today. I forgot to tell you guys that. And like, I don't know. I know I shouldn't bring 4, but it's hard for me to pick which 2 to bring. So I might bring these first 3 and leave this confetti-ish one behind. I got all of my journaling supplies together, so I'm gonna show you it as I put it away and get it all ready for my trip. So I have this cute little plastic bag. Here's the book. I haven't started anything yet. I might start like an intro page, like where we're going and stuff like that, just to get it all ready. Or like also I have this little card in the front. I might put a little note in like what this book is about, but I'll do that later. Maybe this weekend or something when I'm relaxing after Thanksgiving. So yeah, I have this and it fits so perfectly in this little baggie. I love this. And then I have all of my little pieces of paper, my custom stickers. I honestly feel like I did a really good job picking stickers. So I'm really excited to use these stickers. Oops. So they aren't stickers. They're just little pieces of paper, but I'll glue them in. I'll just tuck those in the back. And then also tuck in my wave stickers and my island life stickers. These are totally not necessary, especially because I ended up going and making my own stickers. So I don't know. I just wanted to get some stickers. I'm a kid at heart. What can I say? I like playing with stickers. Whenever I hear about how kids like playing with stickers, I always think, me too, girl, me too. And then I decided on these 3 washi tapes. As if I need 3 for the trip, but better than 4. And then I have this like glue tape stuff, which is just like you roll it across the back of your paper to glue it in. And this is what I usually use for my collaging. So I thought I'd pack one and pack a brand new one so I don't run out. And then I'm going to pack some pens. So I have some gel pens, which I thought would be fun to journal with. I have a white one in case I like want to write on top of a black receipt or like a black piece of paper I have. So I got a white one, and then I got a black one and a silver one. And then I picked out this froggy pen that has red and black ink in it. So just some pens. And I think that's everything. So it fits really nicely in this little pouch. I'm excited to just have a little craft. I doubt I'll even touch this on the trip, maybe once or twice. I want to try to journal and sort of tuck away the things I'm gonna keep. Not too much journaling, just like little notes, like what I did that day and like little thoughts I have. And then maybe on the way back, like trip back, I can journal more if I feel inspired or when I get home from my trip. So So excited for this. I got this idea, by the way, from another creator. I think her username is Key Recreations, maybe. And they made like a little to-go kit for their recent travels. So I totally copied the idea, but I thought it was such a good idea. So yay. And I'm so happy I didn't have to buy a new journal. Good morning. It's Wednesday now, and it is the day before Thanksgiving. I'm working today and just hanging out at home, and it's kind of a chill day, and also it's kind of a snowy day. So last night we had our first snow in Minnesota, and it started at 6 p.m. last night, so when it was dark out, and then it went through like 8 or 9 this morning, and or maybe 8 because it's not snowing now, it's almost 9. Yeah, and it's like a wet snow though, so it's like not the winter wonderland I kind of hoped it would be. I took one shot of like the trees with the snow on it, but the sun's not out, so it's not that magical. But it's still pretty. But then it's so wet outside, so the snow is like melting and getting heavy. So that's it. So it's not like the magical wonderland I wanted, but whatever. It's reality. I'm happy it snowed finally. That's a good sign. But yeah, I made myself a coffee this morning, and I have just a few small updates. So first is I realized with the washi tape, because I wanted to bring all 4 colors, but I didn't want to bring all 4 things of tape. So I put them on like smaller things, smaller little post-it notes, and then I wrapped around some washi tape in all 4 colors. So now I have all of them. Yay. And then that's the update there. It makes this more thin and a little less bulky. So this pack is all ready, and it's pretty lightweight. Like, I'm so excited to bring this with me. I've never done a travel journal or a junk journal, so I'm very excited to do both of those. Maybe I'll document that for you, but no promises. I have no expectations for filming on vacation, but maybe I'll do a few clips and then give you an update afterwards, like once I'm home or something like that. But yeah, and then the other update is that I'm also going to bring my Kindle. I decided I'm not going to bring yarn craft with me because my hands haven't been feeling good lately. I don't feel like crafting that much, so I don't want to pressure myself just because I like the idea of knitting and crocheting on vacation. Doesn't mean that I have to do it, because it's in reality not going to be good for me, and I don't feel like doing it. Like, I don't feel like crocheting that much lately anyways. I only do like 1 row a day. Yeah, and so I decided I'm going to bring my Kindle and then the junk journal, and those are like my 2 hobby things or whatever, and also my Switch. So yeah, I decided I want to bring my Kindle, and I was trying for a while to think about what book specifically I wanted to bring, so I wanted to sort of pick it out before I went. And the last book I finished was the Rebecca by Daphne du Maurier, and that book was so good. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Like, it was suspenseful. It was suspenseful. It was like, had a romance, but it wasn't like romantic. It was kind of like, and I liked that it was in her head, and she was like always like projecting on the other people what they were thinking and stuff, and she was like wrong all the time and stuff like that. So I really liked that book. I thought it was a good book. I liked the ending. I liked all the characters, and then I watched the Alfred Hitchcock movie. Well, I watched the first half, and then I haven't gotten to the second half yet, but it's really good so far. And I really like Mrs. Danvers. The person who plays Mrs. Danvers is like actually Mrs. Danvers personified. Like, she did an amazing job. When I read the book, I was literally imagining Nanny McPhee as Mrs. Danvers, like if Nanny McPhee wore like all black and had a little bit more tight of a look, like her hair was tighter and stuff. And that's basically what she was. She was like so scary. She was very frightening. Yeah, and then so I was just like very interested in that. So then I realized, like, I looked at other books by Daphne, and I realized she wrote a lot of stuff. You guys probably already know this if you like are an avid reader, but she wrote The Birds, like the short story for The Birds, and So I downloaded that and I read the foreword to that and found out like all this backstory about her and Alfred Hitchcock and like how he worked with her dad and then how he wrote stories using her stories, and like he says he's only read The Birds once and then used that to write his own version. And it's just like an interesting foreword, very interesting. And so I decided I wanted to read The Birds, but then I realized that she also wrote Jamaica Inn. It's set in like a beach. It's not the exact same type of beach I'm going to because I'm going to like the Caribbean, but it's set at like a beach, so I can like sort of relate, you know, like beach vibes. So I'm going to read that one, even though it's not, because I wanted something beachy, but I didn't want just like a romance or just, I don't know. So this I feel like will fill my, like scratch my itch perfectly for the trip. So I have that downloaded. So my crochet update, because I also have crochet updates, is that I've finished backing all of them, and this one I have a dowel on. Okay, so this is the Moonlit Spirit pattern by Crochet or Cry, and then the Alien. Look at the back on this. Did this one last night right before bed, and I got really tired as I was doing it, but I think I did a good job. It's covered, and the front looks nice and perfectly square. Or not perfectly square, but like rectangular, I guess. And then I also finished these ones. So square. And then this one. Someone on TikTok asked if the like Elmer's glue ever seeps through to the other side, like, you know, when I'm putting the glue on. It doesn't. Like, if anything, it's sort of like, I've never put too much on. Like, if you put so much on, eventually, obviously, it's going to seep through. But I kind of drench it, and it mostly, if anything, will kind of form a little ball instead of seeping down. So I've never had that problem with tacky glue or Elmer's glue. Yeah, and so the next step, or the final step I'm going to do on these is to put them all on a dowel. So I have 3 dowels to put on, and then I'm going to be done with these. Okay, so I need to clean my office, but I'm being very slow today, so I'm going to film it just to hold myself accountable and do a really fast time lapse. So let's clean. Here's some recent collages I made. Made this one about a witch getting dissected. And then this one's my favorite one. I made this when my hands were in severe pain, and no, okay, it wasn't severe, but I was like hurting myself making this essentially. Not really, but like I just wanted to craft so bad, but it was hurting my hands, and this was like a process of love, and I just felt like my hand had been chomped. Okay, back to cleaning. I feel so much better now that it's clean in here. I remembered through cleaning that I have a package I wanted to share, and it's fitting because it's the first snow of the year, and this is snow as well. So I ordered something from Snailworks Crochet from Rena. She has a YouTube channel if you like you're interested, and she posts like all the time, like every week, and she had her first market recently, and she did a bunch of crochet stuff for it, and yeah. I noticed after, or I messaged her to see if there was any of these left over after the market, and she said there were, and so I got some. So here we are. Okay, so I'll read the card first. The strawberry card. Thank you, Rena. Here they are. Oh, look at that. Wow, it's so small. So tiny. Look how pretty they are, and they're different. These are so pretty. Actually obsessed. These must have been so small. I did not watch. I don't know if she made these in a vlog or not. I didn't watch it if she did. I need to go back and look because I need to see how small of a hook these must have been. I think she made like 10 or something like that, and they were all different like snowflakes. So I thought that was really cool. And then I got to pick which ones I wanted. So I picked the ones that looked the most snowflakey to me. So happy about this. What a fun little stuff. So I'm gonna put these on my tree once I take my tree out, probably in a few weeks, in a week or two.
Hard to do just to be able to predict the future that eventually YouTube
Yay! So I got all of the like little hanging things attached, and I think I did a pretty good job. Like they're okay. Let me show you it a bit closer. It's a little bit messy, you know, but it's what I do. So if you have any tips to make it look a little cleaner, but I think they look pretty good, and I'm really happy with it. So, and they're all nice and sturdy and pretty evenly centered. So I'm proud of my work. But for this one, I ended up doing a top dowel and a bottom dowel. I saw Snailwork Crochet, the person who like I bought those snowflakes from, they made this tapestry as well. And they did like tassels at the bottom and it looked really good. So I would like to do that, or like fringe, I guess. But I don't know. I don't have any black yarn, so I can't do that right now. Yeah, but I think these look really good. I think this alien one is striking and looks really nice. And I like all of these together. They're really cute. They kind of match. Yeah, and let me get out some more tapestries just to show you a few more. I honestly can't remember if I mentioned what my market is, but I'm going to be at OddMart in Minneapolis on November 30th, this Sunday, this upcoming Sunday. And I have so many tapestries prepared and other little fun crochet bits. So come say hi if you're like in Minneapolis and you want to shop. So yeah, I just wanted to show you a few tapestries that I have ready for that. All right, so here's a bunch of tapestries that I'm gonna have for sale this weekend just to get you guys excited. So I have this Bubbles tapestry that's like a cutout one. This is by the designer Chronic Crochet, and I just love this one. It's so cute, and I love Bubbles. It's my favorite like childhood character. I have this deer bust, this heart dice, a ghost, this lighter. The pattern's called Smoking Kills from Kate May Crochets. I think that's a really cool pattern. These like Y2K heart sigil tattoos. those are really cool. I think that designer is called Divine Crochets. And then the wolf howling at the moon, polar bear, and then this home sweet home tapestry. I turned it into a bag, and I love this bag. It's so pretty. It's very like retro and cute. So, and then here's some of the smaller tapestries they have prepared. These ones are so cute. I love just the little tiny tapestries. Yeah, so thought I would just show you some more stuff. I forgot that I'm also bringing these really big tapestries. So I have, look at the back of this one. The back is beautiful. But I have this swan one. So big. And then I have my tooth tapestry. It's huge, just for fun. And then the rocket ship. So happy about this, but I think I'm going to call the vlog here. I'm feeling ready for my market on Sunday. My mom's gonna go with me and I'll make a vlog about that because I think that'll be so much fun. But thank you so much for hanging out with me. I hope you're having a good week. Let me know how you're doing, and if you're doing any crafting. I'm always curious about what you're crafting during the video or what you're making for Christmas and stuff like that. But I will catch you guys in an upcoming vlog. Bye.